Hi, this is PD at BurgZerg Arcade at BurgZergArcade.com, and this is tutorial 243. We're still in our little tutorial scene. It's part P, and today we're going to look at spawn points. So let's go ahead and open up our game project. And the spawn points, the way I'm currently working right now, is nothing more than just an empty game object, a prefab that we're creating. So let's go ahead and create one. So I'm going to create an empty. And if you notice here, let's go ahead and just actually change the name here to spawn point. And if you notice when you click off of it, you can't see it. Like, there's no way to actually click the thing in your scene view here. You have to keep coming up here to click it, and even then it's still, not the easiest thing to work with. So we've actually gone ahead and created a script that creates a gizmo for it. And if you want to know how to create gizmos, well, Unity is coming up with a new way to create gizmos. I don't know for sure if it's in 3.4 or 3.5. I think it actually might be in 3.4, but we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, the way we're currently doing it until this new version comes out is we created a script called spawn point. And you can go ahead and open this up. And here it is right here. We just create a gizmo and we attach it to any game object you want to have a spawn point attached or a gizmo attached to. So there we go. Now when we click off of it, we can actually see it in game. And still not the easiest thing to click, but at least there's something there to click. But anyway, that's how we create our spawn point. And since I've got it created, I'm going to go ahead and make a prefab out of it. And I'm actually just going to keep it in my resources folder. The reason why I'm using the resources folder is because I am aiming this towards a web build. And later on I am going to be getting into asset bundles, but that's something that's only available to Unity Pro users. So for now, I'm using the resources folder and using resources.load for the people that do not have the Pro version. But that's something we'll address a little bit later on for the Pro version. So I'm just actually going to come down here and create a new folder. And this is going to be called prefabs, and it's just going to hold all of our generic prefabs. So this is a good example of one. So I'll come down, create a prefab, and I'm just going to call this spawn point. Now the way we currently have them working in game is I do have another script that grabs these spawn points and, well, spawns mobs under them. So the mob is actually a child of the spawn point. But I do want to change that a little bit later on. We have these spawn points as being tagged currently as respawn. And of course, you can go ahead and make any one you want. You can have, like mob spawn point. Would probably be a little bit more descriptive. But the way we're doing it right now, I'm not quite happy with it, but it does work. And it's very easy to implement. It's something that, that we can grow from. But go ahead and take a look at those older tutorials if you want to see how we're working with it. And in the next one, we're actually going to start playing around with the actual script to spawn stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and, since I'm here and I've made my prefab, I'm going to create a few of these. And they're probably not going to be anywhere near my player, which is fine for now. I don't want it that high. Where's one put it? It might even be a good idea to have these automatically get placed above the ground at a certain height. Now, I do want it off the ground a bit so that when the mob spawns, it falls to the ground and doesn't fall through. And I'm just going to make a, let's just do 3. We've been doing 3 quite a bit for the tutorial series for mobs. There we go. And that's pretty much it. You can actually go ahead and make a parent object for these two to, if you want to put all your spawn points under one hierarchy. It just keeps things a little bit cleaner. And I'm just going to take all 3 of these, drag and drop them there. And there we go. And there was one thing in order to get to my spawn points in the actual game is I'm creating drop zones. We covered that when we make the portal script, which we just did a little while ago. So go back and look at the older listings. And I'm not exactly sure which one it was, but it was fairly recently before we did this little catch-up series. But anyway, that's it for this video. And the next one, we're going to go ahead and take a look at creating a script that will actually spawn stuff for us. Anyhow, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye-bye.